Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition, where, due to technical issues, we are switching from playing this game on the Xbox Series S to the Xbox One. The fan on my Series S has died. The system still works, interestingly enough. The system will still start up, and Father! The system will still start up and load the dashboard, and it'll even go as far as loading a game. But with the fan off, it will automatically shut down due to overheating within minutes. That said, luckily, Dragon Age, I was almost going to say it's backwards compatible. That's incorrect. It's forwards compatible. And I'm going back to its original edition. And luckily, also, the save file that I had on the Series S transfers back. So I'm able to carry on. I hope so too. But yeah, we have now upgraded the courtyard. Is there going to be a convenient question mark that tells me exactly where? Oh. There appears to be a quest on the staircase. Let us go do that. Oh, it's probably the courtyard quest. What are we going to make the courtyard for? An infirmary or a military zone? Let's see, a cosmetic upgrade that declares the Inquisition's promise to be both welcoming and protective for all who seek its comfort. A cosmetic upgrade that declares the Inquisition's investment in the recruitment and training of its soldiers, so that all who wish to fight are put to their best use. I'm gonna go for an infirmary. I mean, these are all cosmetic changes, though, and I think that's relatively problematic to the development of the game. Is that, like, it doesn't have meaningful gameplay changes. So why did I do that? What did I gain out of that, other than some Inquisition points? Let's see what everybody's operations are about, so that way we could reassign them as needed. The bigger issue with the fact that I'm playing on the Xbox One is that I'm sure the loading time is going to be significantly greater. In which case, if that becomes an issue, I'm just going to start, like, cutting out the loading time. But that's not been the first time I've done that. Nightingale. We've removed the dwarf from his home in Hightown. He had another manuscript in progress, which we burned, doused in acid, and threw into the sea. Wow. No one will see a word of that manuscript. Apparently, he has beef with Varric for setting up the champion of Kirkwall with another runecrafter. He ranted about better beards and true dwarves, and then declared himself the greatest writer in Thedas, at which Fletcher laughed so hard she started choking. That dwarf is a menace, and he claims he didn't send a note to Skyhold. So then, who sent the note? Your worship, the Red Templars' holdings on the Storm Coast were once a working port. If you turn it to your own use, we may be able to assist. Ivor of the Blades. We can hardly expect a bustling trade center, but since we've established a presence in both Ferelden and Orlais, direct access to the Waking Sea could prove useful. Of course, the Blades of Hessarian will refuse to help unless word comes from the Herald of Andraste. I can arrange for additional assistance from nearby cities. Excellent. Okay, I think we are good on this side. Yes. Let us check the Orlais side of things. Service performed as he said he would, and has gotten his hands on a collection of priceless Tevinter artifacts he dug up in the western approach. According to Dorian, it might be possible to discover who Corypheus once was. Knowing he was human could make him less attractive to Tevinter's zealots, who think of him as a god. Acquiring this information, however, is more difficult than one might suppose. Such ancient information could be found in the Magistrarium's library in Minrathous, but the Grand Archivist has so far replied to our messages with polite misdirection. Dorian says he's the king of this particular castle and knows it. He might be blocking our efforts out of allegiance to Corypheus or simply because he can. Let's see, go around him or threaten him. Let's go around him. We don't need him. He sucks. The presence of Inquisition forces in the College of Magi provoked an angry response from Duke Sandral. I'm told this led to a standoff where the Duke's forces threatened to attack, and it was our agent at the college who talked the man down. Corbin displayed a level head and sound judgment, both things I would normally never ascribe to a dwarven warrior. The mobs have backed off, and Corbin sent to us the artifacts he believes the Venatori may have been after. They needed an enhanced life word amulet. Not particularly exciting, but you know. Sightings in the north of Red Templars with armor and weapons adorned with dwarven runes. There are no known entrances to the deep roads in that area, no missives from Orzammar about missing traders, but they keep next to non-existent records of surface dwarves. The Venatori may be making use of dwarven slaves, possibly from Tevinter. Not their usual preference, but also not the first unusual thing they have done. Recommend further investigation once. If there's a hint of a Venatori enclave, especially one supplying weapons, we need to crush it. And that's what we'll do.
Inquisitor.
Alright. Exalted Plains. That's our next location. So let us save. No, not that spot. And we are going to go to the Exalted Plains. Find the spirit with Solus. So we need to have Solus with us. As usual. There is a spirit who has apparently been pulled out of the Fade, and we must return them to it. A spirit of wisdom, I think?
Inquisitor,
And we're back.
welcome to the Exalted Plains, a place with a long and bloody history. Even now, the region is volatile. This was a front in the Civil War. Now there's rebels called the Freemen of the Dales, recently emerged and adding to the chaos.
Yeah, there definitely is longer loading times, and it makes the entire part where, like, you have, like, tips and messages at the beginning of the loading time, and then it fades out to black for, like, the last 2/3 of the loading time, even worse, because you're waiting even longer looking at nothing. I don't understand why the tips don't last through the whole loading, and why they fade to black for most of the loading screen. I think I've talked enough about that, and especially since I'm probably going to cut out almost every loading screen anyway. I think I'll just make a rule not to discuss the strange nature to which the loading tips are presented from now on. That said, even though we've been hitting on Solus, we will always be hitting on Scout Harding, because she is the best.
Must we dwell on such gloomy things?
I don't want to dwell, but look. It must have been so beautiful.
I like the fact that Sarah is... Oh, I'm hitting... I just realized that I'm flirting with Scout Harding directly in front of Solus.
That will be all.
But Sarah approves.
With the rifts and the undead, the Orlesians have lost ground. Most have been driven back to their forts. We have to stabilize the region, allowing the Imperial Army to re-establish its presence. Good luck, Your Worship. You'll need it.
No. We are not going to take any requisitions. We're done with that. I am still not done with claiming every single statue, cave, or ruin for the Inquisition, such as this one. Guardians of the Path. The plaque on the statue reads, "Let the eternal flame purify your soul." Is this area just a dead end? No, it is not. There are two paths. And a lot of things to do, along with a quarry way over there, a logging stand. Okay, let's keep things simple. Let's go to the next landmark, which is north by northwest. It is the other statue across from the first statue, which we must also claim for the Inquisition. The plaque on the statue reads, "Let the light of Andraste lift your spirits." Alright, let us fight these guys, see how tough these guys are. I'm going to start with the... Oh, they're level 11.
I wonder why.
I clearly am coming to this area way too late. The Inquisition has arrived. They will take the Dales and say it is the Herald of Andraste's right. There's no such right. These lands should be yours. We cannot allow the Inquisition to gain a foothold as Orlais true defenders. You know what to do. Well, I'm already claiming whatever this is for the Inquisition. Memorials of the Second Exalted March. The Path of Flame. Remember where Andraste's champions first set foot in the Exalted Plains, called Dirth Haveron by the elves. Hallam Sharal's dark heart was conquered. But one last challenge came from the elves, who would not submit to the Maker. They gathered upon the plain. Our champions answered their call, marching in Andraste's light on the path of flame. Lord Demetrius Aaron, Sister Amati, and Sir Brandis of Lac Celestine, called the Silver Helm. It's quite the story, bro. Oh. Well, seems like we should be investigating the western ramparts. Also, how did this get burned? How did this get burned? Bonus points if you get the reference. Oh, hello. Are you, Fade D? You are from the Fade. But there's no rift. You're just out and about. Oh, look, some ballistas. And Josephine's already back. Nice. Take that!
I thought...
Alright, Corporal Rosslyn, what you got for me?
Stop these things.
What's going on?
What's happened here?
We were trying to retake the ramparts from the dead. They rise here, somewhere within these trenches. It started when those free men showed up. Strange lights, like blue fire, It must be magic. But the free men are just deserters from the armies. How could they have managed this? And why?
I should be going.
All right, let us go to the objectives and complete them. Oh, hold on. Okay, we can't do that just yet. We'll worry about that in just a second. Is it on our map? Yes, it is. Okay, good. We'll worry about that once we have set fire to these pits. Is somebody summoning them like that guy? This arcane horror. Alright, so can I actually... Like, it keeps saying that I need to destroy a barrier with, like, the opposite of that barrier, but, like, a regular staff is fine.
There may be more of these pits. We'll have to find them.
I know there's another pit. It says so in the quest objective screen. Yeah, I definitely came... Again, this why it feels like, oh, here we go. To my loved ones, if this letter reaches you, know that I died, and died well, in service of the noble Grand Duke. I did not run like others did when the battle grew too much. I did not lose faith in the Maker. I was courageous till the end. Yours always, Julian. What was I gonna say? What was I even talking about? Quests. Completing quests. Levels. There we go. Wow. Being too high level. Like, that's why I feel like it's important to actually designate the level variety in your zone. That way, like, I probably would have come to this zone earlier if I had known what the area is supposed to be. But I ended up spending a lot of my time in the Deep Roads because the Deep Roads was no longer designated as a DLC territory because it's just part of the package now. And now because of that... Ooh, that was a big jump. Hold on. Was that part of the skill that I had upgraded? I forget. No. Okay. That was just a really big leap for some reason. Strangely long. Longer than I'm used to that leap being. Okay, that was a highly unnecessary stealth. All right, Solus, you're needed. In this direction. And we've done that. Now let us blow upon the signaling horn. How do we get to the signaling horn without being set on fire? Do I need Embrium? I don't know. I don't remember. I probably might need Embrium if I actually accepted a requisition, but I feel like I'm done with requisitions. Oh, the horn isn't here. The horn is downstairs. Alright, now everybody's come back. The undead have been dealt with. Good job, us.
Freemen bastards.
Okay, let's disengage. We don't need to have our weapons out.
Waiting around.
And you, sir, still waiting on the bridge.
Tired of
They
waiting
did it.
around.
I can't believe they retook the ramparts.
I'm right here.
Maybe if we got word to the Marshal. But Fort Reverson surrounded by undead and locked down.
What's going on?
It started when those freemen showed up. Strange lights, like blue fire.
You already told me that. Alright. Let us go to this quest marker, which is outside of the fort. I'm hoping it's not just another letter. Ooh. It looks like it's going to be a letter that I'm somehow supposed to
What's she
follow
like?
up.
The Divine, I mean. Was she as pretty as her plates?
Pretty as her what?
Her plates with her portrait on. They sold them down the shops in Val Royeaux. You'd see them on walls a lot. Cost a bundle and you couldn't even eat off them. Well, part of them. The yellowy-brown paint's poisonous. Had to keep your mash off her eyes.
They put Most Holy's portrait on plates.
I mean, how else would you know of these divine figures before television? Oh, it's in a book, of course. Oh, nope, it's a letter. I'll be gone by the time you get back, heading to Lides. Join me as soon as you can. I've left some supplies in the hollow of the old tree. The one near the ruin. It should be enough to pay someone to take you to the city. Be safe. Father! Alright, supposedly there is a thing I can claim for the Inquisition. I probably will have to climb all the way up and then circle around across the bridge, if I had to guess, and then work my way down. I think. No? Almost. There we go. Fantastic. Exactly how the developers were expecting me to. Oh no, it's an ocularium. Let's get this out of the way too. Six. I guess that means that at least there's going to be fewer oculariums. Fewer oculariums out there. When you got so many shards going around on these parts, you got to find yourself an ocularium to better get yourself situated with the landscape. If you don't find yourself an ocularium, you're gonna have to find all these shards on foot, and that's just the kind of work nobody wants to get done. Yeah, hold on. Oh, there we go. Fantastic. 16 shards in this area. I found 6 of them from one ocularium. So, at the very least, this means fewer oculariums. I claim this derelict viewpoint for the Inquisition. Where was this bridge even going? What was this wall even attached to? Ruined arches. The half-buried wall of arches made for a unique camping spot. My guide informed me that it was once part of an ancient elven arena, although nothing in the histories I read mentioned anything of the sort on the plains. He also insisted on clambering up to the top of the blasted ruins after swearing he had seen a royal elfroot plant growing out of a crevice. What a jerk. Alright, where to next? Maybe one of those two shards over there that I spotted. Oh wait, hold on. Almost forgot. Horse! I'm gonna need you. And your strange survival abilities to accelerate our trip down. Excellent. And then let us grab this next shard, and apparently there's a quest right next. Ooh, can I reach this shard? Horse. Hold on. A list to pack. Jewels, dresses, book of prayers that Sister Sabri gave to me. Wine. Leave the ones from 930. A bad year. Mother's Grand Oak Armoire. Are you gonna pack that? The standing mirror. Will this fit in the cart? I worry. Ropes for lashing down. Everything in the toy chest. We have to keep the children quiet on the journey somehow. We'll find a way to make it fit. Ah, the horse disappeared. That's okay. Horse! If they're traveling by cart, how did they end up in a tent up on the mountainside? I'm sure they'll be fine. I'm very busy trying to collect shards for the Inquisition while riding this terrible, terrible mount. Oh my gosh. And that's not even gonna get me high enough. You know, whoever decided that, like, that's the thing with, oh, hold on. With 3D environments versus 2D environments, is sure, you're getting a more dynamic experience, but at the same time, like, is the addition of a jump button really making this a better game? Yeah, that did not work. How do I get up there? Really? There we go. All right, horse. Nope. Oh. No. Oh, geez, horse. There we go. Oh. I don't even have to really climb down. Okay, that's fine. We'll slide down. There we go. Fantastic. Olafin. Yeah, and there's also another thing, is that these, like, levels, like, none of them are particularly interested in auto-leveling to you, which, like, the other areas in this game did showcase. Like, it showed more, like, automatic level up, like, keeping bad guys at the same level as you.
The dead should stay dead, wouldn't you say, friend?
Yeah. What was that all about?
Seems to be a lot of trouble in these parts.
That's putting it mildly. The war has stopped.
But usually
Now
only
there
the
was.
quest stuff was the specific
Watch these
level.
undead and they seem
But we haven't seen anybody my level yet.
as if, well, why wouldn't someone want to kill humans?
We'll have to pay attention to that the next time I find a rift in this area, because rifts don't seem to attach themselves to quest levels.
We've been camped for weeks in the fields to the west. The war between the lions made passage through the dirt difficult. Damaged some of our arivals. If you find the clan, tell Keeper How and I'll continue the hunt, and perhaps find a safer route through the plains.
The dearth?
What's the dearth?
That's what we call this place. The Dearth. Dearth of Erin.
No, alright.
I must be going.
Very well. Be safe.
Alright, well, looks like one of these shards happens to be very conveniently next to a... I don't remember if it's a logging stand or a quarry. So we might as well snag that while we are here. It looks like it's a... I claim this logging stand for the Inquisition. And this shard for myself. And now we should also be able to go to open the next door in the desert oasis. But for now, let us close this rift. And yeah, they're still level 11. Okay, Cassandra, if you have not used your ability, do that. And you can... Ooh. Excellent. All right. There are 4 rifts in just this section alone? Such an excess of rifts. Oh, hold on. Is there a stuff over here? There's... Oh, there is a note. Roselle, if you arrive while I'm out foraging, I left the herbs you asked for in the cleft of the rock near camp. Get started on brewing and I'll see you for supper, Rabbit. Rabbit? Helen. Yeah. Fancy. All right, where are we heading next? I guess we shall head west to the next, close the next rift. That seems to be the closest available thing to remove from our checklist. Why, hello, Rage Demon! Goodbye, Rage Demon. Hello, Shade. Also, goodbye, Shade. What is here? Is this the path to the, No, this is probably not the path to the Elven area. Is this the path to the, Rift? Hold on. We need to read this one, because the next Dragon Age game is called Dragon Age Dreadwolf. So, this is probably important. Fen'Haral, the Dreadwolf. There is precious little we know about Fen'Haral, for they say he did not care for our people. Elgar'nan and Mythal created the world as we know it. Andrual taught us the ways of the hunter. Silas and June gave us fire and crafting, but Fen'Haral kept to himself and plotted the betrayal of all the gods. And after the destruction of Arlathan, when the gods could no longer hear our prayers, it is said that Fen'Haral spent centuries in a far corner of the earth, giggling madly and hugging himself in glee. The legends say that before the fall of Arlathan, the gods we know and revere fought an endless war with others of their kind. There is not a Haran among us who remembers these others. Only in dreams do we hear whispered the names of Geldaron and Darnthal and Honorus, for they are the forgotten ones, the gods of terror and malice, spite and pestilence. In ancient times, only Fen'Haral could walk without fear among both our gods and the Forgotten Ones, for although he is kin to the gods of the people, the Forgotten Ones knew of his cunning ways and saw him as one of their own. And that is how Fen'Haral tricked them. Our gods saw him as brother, and they trusted him when he said that they must keep to the heavens while he arranged a truce. And the Forgotten Ones trusted him also when he said he would arrange for the defeat of our gods, if only the Forgotten Ones would return to the Abyss for a time. They trusted Fen'Haral, and they were all of them betrayed. And Fen'Haral sealed them away so they could never again walk among the people. He played both sides. A little bit of Diablo 3 storyline. Did Diablo 3 come out before or after this game? I think before. But like a similar idea. Like in Diablo 3, there's the idea of there's heaven and hell and then the earth in between. And the war is waged in the middle. So essentially, by banishing the both of them, by banishing heaven and hell, the Dreadwolf protected Earth. Hello. Take that. You cannot get me, I'm stealth. So well hidden. You will never know where I have appeared. Alright, Cassandra. Oh, nope, you use that. Solace. That one over there. I'm gonna get you. Are we good? Yes, now we're good.
Master of Gaspard and Celine's war has been fought here. You can tell.
All right. What is next? All right, let's head back the way we came. And circle around for this shard. Right up, and we'll pick up this shard right about... All right, shard has been acquired. Next up, let's head over to the west see if we can claim this logging stand. And I've probably mentioned this enough times, so let's make this the last one for now. We'll make a rule that I'm not going to mention the words checklist, fetch quest, side quest, miscellaneous quest, again, in a means of discussing like the extent to which this game just kind of fills time. Get back here. Because, like, if I feel more compelled to skip from one location to the next, it's not because... or it is because everything in between is a little bit more on the inconsequential side. It's just checking off a list, going to a place, finding the thing. You found the thing. Good job. Now keep going. Claim this logging stand for the Inquisition. Though my rules in regards to Let's Plays generally fall under the idea that as long as you are doing something interesting, or something interesting is happening in the game, like, that's what you show. Yeah, it has to be one or the other. If you're doing, like, repeated content, if you're doing nothing content, like, if the content is just me traversing from one side of the map to the other, and it's a game that's, like, 80 hours long. Like, right now, I'm on episode 29 of Dragon Age, I think. So each episode is about an hour to an hour and a half. I'm like 45 hours into the game. Like, there's obviously been several hours cut out. Oh, look, it's the elves, I think.
This would seem to be the rest of them.
But first, I'm actually going to pick up this shard over here. Like, when it comes to open world games, the open world games tend to suffer the most in regards to having less meaningful content, separating areas. And I mentioned him before, but the director of Dragon's Dogma 2, like, had mentioned that he was opposed to the idea of encouraging fast travel because he felt that fast travel meant you made a boring game. And, like, constantly traversing around finding shards in the environment is boring. But this is going to be the last time I mention it because I feel like I've mentioned it enough so far. Keeper Haven.
Sean, my sister. It is good to see another of the people in this place from which we all came. Still beautiful, isn't it? Even with scars left by the Shemlin War and all the troubles that followed.
I met one of your hunters.
I met one of your hunters. He's continuing to look for a safe route.
That is good to hear. Thank you for delivering the word.
You're not going to ask me, like, which hunter?
What troubles you, Harn?
Where do I start, Delenn? The armies cause rock slides. They dig ditches that trip the Hala and destroy the Arabals, making passage impossible. Precisely when the clan needs him most, my first, Tavin, defies my wishes and mounts an excursion to the Emerald Graves. And now, I've learned that the grounds of Bar Balanaris are infested by angry spirits from the beyond.
I could help with that.
I can deal with that for you.
Stay alert, Delenn. Spirits are dangerous. Be mindful of the resting places of our dead. Our Balanaris is sacred ground. Dareth Shirao,
All right. What about you, Itherin?
An Ethera, sister. May
Tell
I
me
ask,
your story.
traveling these plains, have you come across a golden Hal?
No.
I fear human soldiers may kill her. If she would only draw close, I could gain her trust. I could protect her.
A golden hala, a Hanal Gilan.
Hanal Gilan. I've heard stories of such a creature.
Dalish favor +1? What the hell does that even mean?
Great need.
Why do you think soldiers hunt your
At
ally?
no point in the game have I gained reputation to any specific group until now.
If they were golden.
But
Dareth Shirao.
how many systems did they try to shove into this game, and how many actually made it? Nissa. But by the grace of the Dalish, you have to collect Dalish favor. We're not going to read about June, god of the craft.
Stores are so low.
You look troubled.
You seem troubled. It's nothing. Just our stores. With the Shem War and the demons, replenishing them has been difficult. For one, we're almost out of herbs, and we lack materials to repair the Aravals. I don't even remember. There's so much we're missing. It's all written in my ledger.
Okay. Spindleweed's getting scarce.
You were the one they called the Herald of Andraste. For all the world's a venerated Dalish elf. That's never happened before, has it? All the clans are talking about you, or so Keeper Howen says.
People talk about me.
Talk? What do they say exactly?
Good things, I think. A few hope this is a sign of change for our people. Real change. If it's true, I want to be a part of it.
You want to join the Inquisition?
It won't happen. Keeper Howen won't allow it. He doesn't trust anything to do with the Chantry or Andraste.
I could convince him.
I could try to convince your keeper.
You could try.
I'll take my leave.
You brought supplies. If you could store them in that chest, I would be grateful.
Excellent. Do I need to bring more supplies? Running out of elf fruit. How much elf fruit do you need? More than what I have.
Harold, you return.
That man wishes to join us.
One of your clan wishes to join the Inquisition.
Did he say that? Masseranus. But I cannot allow it. You may be Dalish, but your Inquisition is human. I will not let Lorna leave with you. Not when I'm uncertain of your intentions. Dareth Sharab,
Oh, I think I probably need more Dalish rep. In order to bring him to the fold. Okay, that's just the rep. Yeah, we don't need to worry about you. What do we do with the golden hala? When we find the golden hala? Also, it would be nice if there was elf fruit in this area. For elf fruit related needs. This is just rash vine. Still not elf fruit. All right, let's. Damn it. Damn it. There we go. And canine leather is not worth much, unfortunately. Like, I can make various armors with it. Hello. No. How do I herd you towards... Nope, stop. How do I herd you? Out of of curiosity, is the journal going to at least tell me? No. Should I be on my horse? Is that what this game expects of me? Instructions are extremely unclear. No. No. Okay, I think this is working. No, how's it getting damaged? Or did it accidentally, like, fall slightly? I think it fell slightly. Alright, Ithrin, we've done it.
Look, already she makes herself known to the others. She knows she's meant to be here. Thank you, Lethalan. I will never be able to express my gratitude.
But you can try. Alright, let's see. There's a... Nope. There's a cave over here. Ah. So many things in the vicinity of each other. Alright, let's go north. There is apparently... Ooh, can I actually cross this?
It's a pretty enough area, but still dangerous.
Yeah, I can always fast travel back, so there's that. Can I...
Thank you for this, Inquisitor. We are not far from where my friend was summoned.
Oh, really? Alright. I wasn't really paying attention to which quests were nearby me. I claim this query for the Inquisition! Oh, yeah. This is where I need to be for Solus.
My friend.
He has become a monster. They have corrupted it.
The mages turned your friend into a demon.
Yes.
You said it was a spirit of wisdom, not a fighter.
A spirit becomes a demon when denied its original purpose.
So they summoned it for something so opposed to its own nature that it was corrupted. Fighting.
Let us ask them.
A mage! You're not with the bandits? Do you have any lyrium potions? Most of us are exhausted. We've been fighting that demon.
You summoned that demon! Except it was a spirit of wisdom at the time. You made it kill! You twisted it against its purpose!
I understand how it might be confusing to someone who has not studied demons, but after you help us, I can...
We are not here to help you.
Word of advice. I'd hold off on explaining how demons work to my friend here.
Listen to me. I was one of the foremost experts in the Kirkwall Circle.
Shut up. You summoned it to protect you from the bandits.
Yes.
You
That was
then commanded it to kill.
unwise.
The summoning circle. We break it, we break the binding. No orders to kill, no conflict with its nature, no demon.
What? The binding is the only thing keeping the demon from killing us. Whatever it was before, it is a monster now.
Inquisitor, please!
I've studied rituals like this. I should be able to disrupt the binding quickly.
You have just... Well, I suppose she is Dalish. Like, Dalish do have more freedom in regards to studying magic. Take this! And you! Oh, these are level 17 summoning stones.
Tel Abalos en Asel at Alim. Mamilava Halani. Malasuladinadas. Magilani Mitanan.
Manuvinin. Dareth Shara.
I heard what it said. It was right. You did help it.
No. I must endure.
Let me know if I can help.
You already have. All that remains now is them.
Thank you. We would not have risked the summoning, but the roads are too dangerous to travel unprotected.
You tortured and killed my friend.
We didn't know it was just the spirit. The book said it could help us.
Solus.
Never again. I need some time alone. I will meet you back at Skyhold.
I mean, you're... Okay, let's go back to Skyhold. And we'll be right there. All right, Solus. How are you feeling?
Inquisitor.
How are you, Solus?
It hurts. It always does. But I will survive.
Thank you for coming back.
You were a true friend. You did everything you could to help. I could hardly abandon you now.
The next time you have to mourn, you don't need to be alone.
It's been so long since I could trust someone.
I know.
I'll work on it. And thank you.
All right.
A place to save lives. What could be more important?
All right, let's save our game, return to the Exalted Plains, do more stuff. All right, so there's a couple things for me to do here. There's a... Solus, what happened to you? We just showed up to this area. How are you already injured? Anyway, there's a thing for the elves, and then there's also a landmark to claim. Wait, are we fighting? It seems like we're fighting, damn it. No, not fighting the Hala. Fighting these spirits who are directly in front of us. Alright, let us claim this landmark over here for the Inquisition. Actually, let's loot this first. For the Inquisition! Var Bellinaris. Var Bellinaris, our eternity. Where hundreds of our ancestors are buried, where those of us who can still lay our kin to rest. Although this land now belongs to Orlais, the Shemlin have never reclaimed it. Perhaps their guilty conscience stops them, or perhaps those uncomplimentary tales of elven curses and vengeful spirits have some use after all. Oh, I assure that those tales come complementary with the graveyard. All right, defeat
Bunch
demons
of holes
here.
full of elfy glory.
Damn it. And take this. Oh, was that it? Really? For some reason, I was expecting more. Alright, there's a path off to the right. There isn't any listed thing in that direction, but let's take a quick peek just the same. There's also a cave up towards the top left, which might lead over to that rift. But my concern is just in case there happens to be, like, something that will only uncover itself upon my being nearby. And part of me is tempted to bring out the mount, but also part of me remembers that the mount is not particularly fast. Oh. There is a thing here. Let us go to this thing, whatever it is. Shrine to Silays. Like, why are these guys out here? The Elven Glyphs. Pascal. Augusta is on the trail of some elven mystery, if what I've heard is true. I don't want that pompous arse getting his hands on it. Think he's smug too? He's searching for ruins. I know at least two. The ancient baths and the ruin in Annavirus. You know the one. Remember the mead? Get going. I'll send a messenger if I hear more. Yep, this is a job for Solus.
Veilfire.
Is that better armor than what you have? No. Oh, hold on. The revealed symbols show a hawk and hare chasing the sun.
Part of a larger set.
All right, let's go to this cave off to the west.
This ring will never be on our way.
Harold, you return.
Keeper, I've done a thing.
Harold, you return.
The demons are gone.
I've destroyed the demons on your sacred ground.
You were successful. Put an old man's heart at ease. Thank you. You have done us a great kindness.
No problem. Oh, hold on. Somebody wants something? What do you want?
Mathalan asked Valoran, where are you?
Who's Valoran?
My brother. He's been sullen for a while because the Keeper chose another as his apprentice. He thinks it's a slight, but it isn't. He just wasn't ready. Keeper Harwin wants him to wait.
He just wasn't ready.
He took off 3
3 nights ago on his own. I don't know what he was thinking.
Interesting, like, how my character has a different accent than the other Dalish, despite the fact that she's also supposed to be Dalish. Like, how much of that is because they just recorded one voice for all human female characters? Yeah, that's probably it. There's more glyphs in that direction? Alright, let's go... There's 1 out of 4. There's 4... I've already found 1 out of 4, but there are 4 locations. I am slightly confused. Alright, let's travel to the west. Alright, supposedly there is a glyph near here. Solus is conveniently still carrying his ancient flame.
Die! Make it take you!
No. Actually, have Cassandra kick down this door. Give it the mighty boot. Duhaime, we're searching the ruins. We heard Auguste's boys are digging in the stones at Hallen something. I hate these elf names. Can't really call yourself a digger... Sorry, a digger of history. Not a digger of history. That's the wrong phrasing. Interested in history. And historical artifacts. For any reason. Even if it's just greed. If you are going to... to dislike the naming of things. Because you have to learn the names of things if you expect to find... anything in the dig site. I would imagine we're going to have to fight this... Alright, let's go deal with this portal, this rift. It looks like he's kind of like swimming through through the air more than anything else. All right, Cassandra. Move over there. You can... get rid of the one right next to you. Now close the rift. Excellent. All too easy. Solus, you dropped your torch. I have absolutely no idea where you dropped it. Alright, I'm going to take a quick look around, see if I can find that rune. Oh, there it is. Now I see it. Ancient elven glyphs. The revealed symbols depict a pair of hands cupped around the moon. Okay, and the location disappeared, so in theory there should still be a glyph there. Ah, I guess I can't go around this way. You know, it is getting a little bit late. Let us see. Let's see if we can do one more thing. Let's do that. Let's go grab that scattered glyph because it's kind of off to the side. Foreman's logbook. The yellowed logbook contains records of the day-to-day running of a small silver mine. The most recent entries differ slightly from the ones that came before. Yield 11 crates. D-Crew broke through a wall and found a hidden chamber. It looks like a tomb. Gave orders to seal it back up. D-Crew disobeyed instructions. Lead of D-Crew asked assistance of 2 from A-Crew to dig deeper into the tomb. Lost 1. Gave order to seal chamber. Again, emphasized unlikelihood of great riches within. All of D-Crew and A-Crew missing in sudden collapse. Panic over elven curses. B and C crews inciting. Men want to collapse the entire mine to prevent curse from escaping, urging reason. Well, it seems that worked out very poorly. The ancient elven glyphs, the revealed symbols, show what appears to be Dirthaman, the elven god of secrets, on the back of a large crow. And it also looks like everybody's kind of leveled up, so let us... Except for me, except for Malice, who's already level 17. But now Sarah can... Where are we going to have her put that into? Yeah, sure, why not? Cassandra? Let's upgrade your attacks. And Solus, you can... Yep, sure, that seems pretty cool. Alright, let's head back to Skyhold. Send everybody else out for new operations, and that'll be it for today. Alright, so what I'm thinking of doing is I'm thinking of just having somebody go out and get elf root. They're not going to be able to get much for me, but I only need a couple more pieces of elf root to satisfy the Dalish quest. Your warship work on the port is underway. We trust you will be pleased with the results. We will send Josephine there. A report has arrived from the site of the suspected Venatori Enclave. It's nonsensical given accepted historical record. Located Venatori Enclave. Fires on approach assume they torched their camp while retreating. Not the case. Camp already destroyed. Venatori dead. Dwarven tools found, but no dwarves, alive or dead. One deep stalker corpse found, signs of blight corruption. Best guess, Venatori surprised by forces emerging from the camp well, assumed they left the same way. Well collapsed, no passage possible. Enclave scoured for resources for return to Skyhold. On return to Inquisition camp, message found next to a newly opened sinkhole. We always come for our own. What about you, Inquisition? Oh, the dwarves saved themselves. Good job. A hole on the surfacer's precious sky, not our concern. But the thing that did it, if the Manister shit really brought the Blight and the Darkspawn, we're no friend of that. Follow these instructions and you'll catch your enemies sleeping. Tell your soldiers not to leave the main tunnel. That's your only warning. Okay, I'll send Colin for that. In the meantime, got any suggestions for someone to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.